Hello and welcome to the Grade 12 Senior Secondary Chapter, Tourism. And this is one of my very interestingly favorite chapter because it really is practical. It talks about the real world situation. And what I'll do, I'll quickly run through module 1. And what we have already finished is the first two chapters. Today, I'll try to talk to you about impact of tourism, a very small chapter. The beauty of these chapters, if I do impact fundamentals of travel or transport, each of them have one fundamental, one core theme. If you master the theme, you are done with the chapter, and that is all you need to learn in the particular chapter. Let's quickly run through my chapter number 3. I'll have to quickly run and open it for you. And these are the first chapters. Hopefully, you've learned it well. And let's run through the chapter on number 3. Please keep your books ready when you do it. It's easier to mark it as you work it out. And it's always easy to recollect and remember once you mark the questions down. So what are we talking about? Is the impact of tourism across? Now, as I said, one of the core theme of this chapter is impact on 4 different places. If you do the impact, these 4 areas, if you do it, that's all you need to learn. So if you do impact, write the word impact and say number 1, economic impact, socio-cultural impact, political impact, and environmental impact. Trust me, this will be an easy chapter. Why? The reason being, you are able to look at this concept very, very simple. You are looking at 4 different impact questions and what are the 4 pointers. Now, when a tourist goes to a particular place, you buy things, you shop there, you look at the culture, you see the situation there. Will you travel to a place which is unsafe or only a place which is safe? All of these are what impact factors are. I've also made a small snapshot, which I'll be sharing in the same Google Classroom as you watch it. And this will give you an idea what we are looking at. Number 1, let's look at the economic impact of tourism. Now, when I say economic impact, well, you see, I will give you example of negative impact. See, for example, if people come to your city and you're a small city, suddenly MNCs come there, multinational company. That means the local shops will not have, you had a small juice center, a coconut juice maybe, and suddenly there's multinational which is selling Pepsi. Remember, these are the examples. You will eventually end up buying a Pepsi and not have a local beverage, local drink, and this is impacting negatively the economic policy. Number 2, it could be that travel tour operators are all, outside people. They are making a whole package. So in economic, think of Kerala. If too many people are visiting God's own country, that is Kerala, people are not staying in smaller houseboats, which are local, but they want air-conditioned houseboat. You cannot afford it. So number 2 reason is local people are impacted. Then also the economic part is seasonal. Kerala is raining a lot. So that is a time when no business happens. Business is completely, as we say in Hindi, chopper. Business is dull. Business is completely down. Economic impact. So it's only a seasonal destination. And of course, we can talk about plastic and pollution. That is also economic because the infrastructure cost goes high. Remember, you have to remember 3 points in each of it. As the question comes in, it becomes very easy. However, there are a lot of positive impact of terrorism. More people come in, trade is improving. The economic situation of the country is becoming better. Kerala has one of the largest investments in the place. There is this Lulu Mall in Kerala. And every place, I'll give an example, it'll be easy for you. Economic, write an example, the way I'm giving of this particular state, and you will learn it better. Also, as people are going, government gets tax. So there are tax for the government, which government is levying. It is definitely impacting and improving the place there. Number 2, what else can we do? Something else that I can talk about is, let's say the infrastructure is becoming better, more roads, foreign currency is coming into the capital, into the state. So you are looking at some really, really powerful impact pointers that we are talking about. So trading happens, foreign currency is given, more opportunities is happening, local restaurants are improving. There is the entire area is booming because tourists are coming. So taxis are running, they're selling more things. It will be local craft, painting, local products. This is the impact on economic impact of tourism. Got it? So 3 pointers if you have somebody to ask you, 2 positive impact or 2 negative impact, you should be able to write it down. Let me just use my highlighter so I can do that. Now, what is the socio-cultural impact on So what is socio-cultural? Well, if you look at any city, it has its own distinct flavor. You know, the behavior, the values, the way you dress there. Four F's usually define: food, fabric, festival, and flag. So forget the flag, but when you visit a place, what are the positive impact of a socio-cultural? Let's say Rajasthan now. So my example here from Kerala will be Rajasthan. You go to Rajasthan, you see the diversity there. You know, the pallus, the ladies, the way they have, the desert safari that you have, not only in Dubai, in Rajasthan also. Suddenly, people are becoming more educated. You know, although the local language is also there, but they are improving the English because more tourists are coming. Udaipur, Jaipur, people are visiting the places. It is getting blog mention. More festivals, you know, the Jaisalmer festival is very, very popular. The camel festival there, or they're going to Haldigard where Chetak, the horse, is buried. The stories, the folk tales are becoming popular. Socio-cultural impact, I gave 5 examples around Rajasthan, and you can use this, that you can look at the fabric, the culture, the festival, and you can look at like Camel Festival or in Jaisalmer or historical sites and education as we grow. What are the negative impact? Well, there is urbanization. Where there was a lot of rural areas or villages, suddenly there are cities and towns. More people come in, tourists come, there's haggling, there's enmity, there's overcrowding. And trust me, some of the places, you know, where camel and elephants are there, it's too overcrowded now. People won't like to go to these overcrowded places. So that could be another reason where you're looking into a crowd place. Then while tourists are, you know, there is misbehavior, like in Goa, there are some cases against women, abuses is there, or simple thing, loss of identity. People don't feel any more cultural, you know, people don't like to speak in the culture, they want to dress in that place. So that could be intermingling leads to erosion of culture. Local language is lost. We don't say westernization is bad, but westernization means people will not say, you know, greet you in a local traditional way. They will not say namaste. They all good morning. It might impact. These are social cultural examples you have to write. What are the political ways? So positive and negative or political in terms of impact, political impact. Well, politics is something, think of my new state is Jammu and Kashmir. Well, the moment a state is not comfortable, there is terrorism, there is Naxalites, there is fear of life, people do not go there. So instability is the reason where people will not go. You know, if you're given a choice to go to Dubai or Kabul in Afghanistan, where will you go? 90%, 100% people think Dubai, unless they are journalists or they are doing some kind of a tour for, you know, on national geography. Otherwise, you will only go to a place which is safe and secure. So political and positive part is when you go to a state which is very used, law and order improves there. There is beautification. People want garden, park, bridges. There is stability and security. So this is the political part, political stability, and instability is the opposite. The last part of this chapter is the environmental effect. The easiest part, when you keep coming to a place, let's say people go to Leh, Ladakh, Shimla, what happens? The greenery is lost. There is a lot of plastic pollution, landslides. Even today in Himachal Pradesh, there's a lot of rain there, landslides. Biodiversity, even in Bombay, the RA mill, you know, a lot of trees are cut or mangroves are cut down because of bridges. So there's solid waste disposal. What is the problem? That, you know, more people come in, there is more disposal. So there is a huge problem of tourism coming in, and tourists wants more higher demand. So pollution of beaches, rivers, lake, you know, high demand leads to degradation of, deterioration of green cover. And then there is a solid waste disposal system. If there is no good system of sewage plant, the city will start stinking. Positive part of environment, there is more beautification again. There is more cleanliness. There are stronger laws. So now there is a fine if you take a plastic inside a certain cities on certain areas. Then there is always renovation happening. So remember, these are some good points and negative points. Very simply explained. You read the chapter, you listen to me 4 or 5 times, and hopefully you can write these 3 points under each, positive, negative, and that's all the chapter requires. Before I end the chapter, there is one page I really love, and I want to teach you this. It will help you. These are some common things that whatever happens, if you write these 7S mantras, you will always get extra points. Tourist or tourism is around these 7S. This is a policy Government of India started, you know, Atithi Deva Bhava, welcoming the guest or Incredible India. What are the 7S? Remember that. Number one is Swagat. Welcome. We say everybody is welcome to our country. So the first S is Swagat. Then they should know about us, right? So Suchna. It's a strong Hindi word we don't use very often, but Suchna is people should know information. But when they come here, after we welcome them, they should know about us. Are we giving them some facilities? So Suvidha. How many Suvidha you have got? Also, with Suvidha, they also need Suraksha, which is protection, security. Yes, one of the safest cities in India, Mumbai, Surat, so many, Bangalore. Are we giving them security? But are you helping them? Sahyog, cooperation. A little tougher one, number 6, is how good is your infrastructure? The bridges, the roads, everything. It is Sanrachna. All right. Sanrachna is the infrastructure. And finally, Safai, which is cleanliness. So please remember the 7S. Will be very easy for you to memorize and write in the long 6 marks question. It is a sure shot pointer for you to win your very many points in this chapter. All the best. Good luck.